Before I started my YouTube channel 11 years ago, I used to do a TV gig. Yes, it was called Crank It Up. Here's one of my old shirts. Don't make fun of the name. I did that on CBS TV for a couple of decades, and people are always saying, Scotty, whatever happened to those old videos you did? Well, I dug around in my messy garage and found a bunch of these old videos. So here's some old school Scotty.
Good car.
Are you looking for an alternative mode of transportation? If you're looking for something more practical than balloons tied to a lawn chair, hey, I can show you something with a push of a button. And I do mean with just a push of a button. I'm sitting in a Toyota Prius hybrid Synergy drive car. It has both a gasoline motor and an electric motor. I've turned the car on, but you don't hear anything because it's running on the electric motor, which makes no sound at all. You notice some things are different. The gear shift is electronic and it only has reverse, neutral, and drive. The transmission is extremely smooth because it never shifts gears. It doesn't have any. It's a new kind of transmission called constantly variable transmission. And speaking of acceleration, you might think a little car like this doesn't have much acceleration. Watch this. You'll have no problem accelerating into traffic, and that's because of the electric motor. This electric motor can put out the same amount of torque as a V8 engine, which gives you a lot of acceleration. Now, it does have a conventional small four-cylinder gas engine, but it also has a huge electric motor. Now, the gas engine doesn't have to be running all the time because, voila, there's a huge battery in the back of this vehicle. Now, because of all this technology, the car is going to be a little more expensive, but look at the gas mileage. Look at this. In the city, you can get 60 miles a gallon and 51 on the highway. And here's why. In the city, it uses the electric motor more, but on the highway, it has to use the gasoline motor, so it burns more gas. Now, they've sold over 200,000 of these so far, but you still have to special order them to get one. So if you're looking for a safe alternative form of transportation, forget the balloons, why don't you try a hybrid car instead? This is Scotty Kilmer helping you crank it up.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hybrid.
So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.